heart of France, in fields of green, the dawn arose on a fateful scene. October's chill in the autumn air, our battle loomed with courage rare. King Henry led his weary band, outnumbered souls in foreign land. With English pride and longbows drawn, the battle of Agincourt was on. At Agincourt the arrows rained, the English hearts they bore the strain. With bow and steel they held the ground, a victory in glory crowned. The French knights charged with armor bright, a sea of men in the morning light. But muddy fields and arrows' flight turned the tide in England's fight. Through rain and blood the battle raged. In history's book a page was staged. With valor fierce and spirits high, the English fought, prepared to die. At Agincourt the arrows rained, the English hearts they bore the strain. With bow and steel they held the ground, a victory in glory crowned. Through every shot a hero's tale of common men who would prevail. Against the odds they stood as one, till the final breath the day was won. From archers' strings to knight's brave cry, the fields were filled with battle sigh. King Henry's voice, a rally call for England's pride. They gave their all. At Agincourt the arrows rained, the English hearts they bore the strain. With bow and steel they held the ground, a victory in glory crowned. In the annals of time, the story told of Agincourt, where hearts were bold, a legacy of honor fierce and true. In fields of France, the legend grew. With longbows drawn and spirits high, they carved their place beneath the sky. At Agincourt, the brave did fight and claimed their place in history's light. On the fields of England, where the sun did rise, a shadow fell across the skies. In the year of our Lord, 1066, the fate of kingdoms in the battle mix. Normans on the shore with armor bright, Saxons standing tall, ready to fight. William's banner high, Harold's men in line. Two worlds collided on history's spine. At Hastings, where the arrows flew, Normans and Saxons the struggle grew. A clash of kings, a nation's fate. On the bloody field, history was made. The shield wall strong, held firm and tight. Harold's men fought with all their might. But the tides of war began to turn, as Norman fire made the forests burn. With every charge, the cry of war, the Saxon lines began to gore. William's knights broke through the ranks, Harold fell, the kingdom sank. At Hastings, where the arrows flew, Normans and Saxons the struggle grew. A clash of kings, a nation's fate. On the bloody field, history was made. The day grew dark, the blood ran deep. On the hill of battle, the fallen sleep. A crown was lost, a new one gained. England's future forever changed. From that day forth, the Norman rule, the Saxon past, an ancient jewel. Castles rose and cultures blend. A new era dawned on England's end. At Hastings, where the arrows flew, Normans and Saxons, the struggle grew. A clash of kings, a nation's fate. On the bloody field, history was made. In the annals of time, the story lives on, of how a kingdom's peace was gone. At Hastings Field, where brave men bled, the cause of England's fate was led. From the ashes, a nation reborn, a tale of conquest, a crown adorned. At Hastings, in the mist and flame, the world remembers the land's new name. Hannibal's army, a beast with 1,000 feet. From Carthage walls to the Alps where eagles fly, he leads his legions under blood-red sky. Through the Pyrenees, past the raging sea, marching on the freedom's stream. With war elephants and soldiers brave, Rome's fate sealed in a warrior's grave. The drums of war, they pound like thunder. Italy shakes, the earth pulls asunder. Rome's heart trembles in fear of his name. Hannibal marches to eternal fame. Right through the fire, feel the rage. Lion of Carthage takes the stage. His sword is sharp, his heart's alive. Fights to the end, but will he survive? Cold Water's blood ran thick. Cannae's field saw legions split. No mercy shown, no retreat in sight. For Rome's finest, it's the end of the fight. With each victory, Roman fear grows. The Senate whispers, but no one knows how to stop the lion they cannot control. Hannibal's army, a trick to them all. The drums of war, they pound like thunder. Italy shakes, the earth pulls asunder. Rome's heart trembles in fear of his name. Hannibal marches to eternal fame. Right through the fire, feel the rage. Lion of Carthage takes the stage. His sword is sharp, his heart's alive. Fights to the end, but will he survive? Prevail and Rome safe once more, but they won't forget the terrible war. Hannibal's legacy chills them to the bone. The Lion of Carthage brought fight to their home. From Carthage to Italy, the story was told of a warrior fierce, both ruthless and bold. In the heart of Africa's plains, the armies met once more. Rome and Carthage locked in war, like they had been before. Scipio's legion, strong and fierce, marched with deadly grace, while Hannibal stood tall and proud, prepared to meet his fate. The battle roared, the elephants charged, but Roman lines held strong and large. The Punic pride began to break, and Carthage stood at the edge of fate. Ashes of Carthage burning in the wind, the mighty city brought to its end. Hannibal fought, but the die was cast. Carthage glory couldn't last. Ashes of Carthage crumbling down, the Roman Empire would wear the crown. his strategy precise. Hannibal's elephants turned wild, unable to fight twice. The cavalry flanks, the lines were breached. The Romans pressed the fight, and in the chaos of that day, Carthage lost its light. Hannibal, though bold and brave, could not save what the battle gave. The city, once so proud and tall, was crumbling, about to fall. Ashes of Carthage burning in the wind, the mighty city brought to its end. Hannibal fought, but the die was cast. Carthage glory couldn't last. Ashes of Carthage crumbling down, the Roman Empire would wear the crown. Samos field was where they bled, and now the city lies in dread. The fires rose, the empire fell, the legacy lost, no one to tell. Carthage, once the jewel of the shore, would rise to power nevermore. Ashes of Carthage burning in the wind, the mighty city brought to its end. Hannibal fought, but the die was cast. Carthage glory couldn't last. Ashes of Carthage crumbling down, the Roman Empire would wear the crown. The Punic Wars came to an end, and Carthage fall no one could mend. Constantinople, where they belonged, city of gold, ancient and wise, under siege beneath darkened skies. Sultan attacks, young and fierce, led his troops with dreams to pierce the heart of an empire proud and vast, into the pages of history cast. Under stars and crescent moon, the city's fate would change too soon. Walls of stone and hearts of fire, in the end they would expire. Constantinople, your glory fades in the shadow of the Ottoman blades. From the ashes a new dawn, the Byzantine dream was gone. Cannons thundered, the earth did shake. In the night the faithful wake. Emperor White, steadfast true, knew his city's days were few. The Golden Horn, the Bosphorus wide, silent witness to those who died. For the cross they stood their ground as the enemy swarmed around. Under stars and crescent moon, the city's fate would change too soon. Walls of stone and hearts of fire, in the end they would expire. Constantinople, your glory fades in the shadow of the Ottoman blades. From the ashes a new dawn, the Byzantine dream was gone. Under stars and crescent moon, the city's fate would change too soon. Walls of stone and hearts of fire, in the end they would expire. Constantinople, your glory fades in the shadow of the Ottoman blades. From the ashes a new dawn, the Byzantine dream was gone. Hagia Sophia, silent now, watched it all with solemn brow. From a beacon of faith and light to a symbol of the fight, the city's fall, a mournful June, echoed neath the blood-red moon. Yet from the ruins life would spring, as history's voices sing. Under stars and crescent moon, the city's fate would change too soon. Walls of stone and hearts of fire, in the end they would expire. Constantinople, your glory fades in the shadow of the Ottoman blades. From the ashes a new dawn, the Byzantine dream was gone. Remember this, the tale of old, of bravery and fortunes bold. Constantinople's final stand, written in the bloodied sand. Empires rise and empires fall, but the spirit endures it all. Through the echoes of time's vast sea, lives the memory of the free. tall, facing the empire's might, they would not fall. The city's heart, it beat with pride, as darkness gathered on every side. For faith and freedom they would fight, under the stars, through the endless night. Siege of Vienna, the cannons roar, a cry for help on a distant shore. From the west salvation rides, with courage strong and faith as guides. Lift the siege, stand as one, fight till the battle's won. For Vienna, for our home, underneath the starry dome. The starry dome. Days turn to weeks, the struggle dire, with walls ablaze in the enemy's fire. Food grew scarce, but spirits high, underneath the smoke-filled sky. From the heights, the city cried, hoping for a turning tide. In the east, a light was seen, polished knights, their armor sheathed. Siege of Vienna, the cannons roar, a cry for help on a distant shore. From the west, salvation rides, with courage strong and faith as guides. Lift the siege, stand as one, fight till the battle's won. For Vienna, for our home, underneath the starry dome. The starry dome. Through the chaos and the fear, a rallying cry, we persevere. The winged hussars that charged so grand, swept through the field, reclaimed the land. The siege was broken, the dawn will rise, victory gleamed in the warriors' eyes. Vienna saved, the story told, of bravery and hearts of gold. Siege of Vienna, the cannons roar, a cry for help on a distant shore. From the west, salvation rides, with courage strong and faith as guides. Lift the siege, stand as one, fight till the battle's won. For Vienna, for our home, underneath the starry dome. The starry dome. Caesar's legions marching in on Gallic sacred ground. The warriors of the tribes rose up with shields and spears in hand, but the Roman war machine would grind their hopes to sand. With walls of iron and shields of steel, the legions pressed, they wouldn't yield. The Gauls stood tall, they faced the storm, but Rome was coming in deadly form. Blood and stone, the clash of fate, Rome would conquer, Rome would take. The Gauls fought brave, but they were outdone. In the end, the Romans won. Blood and stone, the fields of war, Gaul would rise no more. Caesar claimed what he had sworn, in blood and stone, an empire born. Vercingetorix raised the banner high, his people's last great hope. But Caesar's siege was tightening in like a deadly crushing rope. At leisure they were trapped, their forces worn and weak. The Gallic kings surrendered to the victory Rome would seek. They fought with fire, they fought with pride, but the Roman march would not be denied. The walls gave way, the tribes did fall. Caesar claimed the prize of all. Blood and stone, the clash of fate, Rome would conquer, Rome would take. The Gauls fought brave, but they were outdone. In the end, the Romans won. Blood and stone, the fields of war, Gaul would rise no more. Caesar claimed what he had sworn, in blood and stone, an empire born. From the ashes of the fallen, Caesar's name would rise. The eagle spread its wings beneath the Roman skies. The Gallic wars were over, the tribes had fought and lost, but Rome would stand forever, no matter what the cost. Of Marathon lie, a mighty force from Persia's shore came to conquer, to make war. But in the face of fear we stood strong, with hearts of steel where we belong. The dawn of freedom in our sight, we fought with courage with all our might. At Marathon we made our stand, against the tide we held our land. With sword and shield we faced the fight, for Greece, for glory, for the light. Athens' gates our warriors came, to meet the foe, to stake our claim. With every step the battle near, a clash of empires loud and clear. But in the face of fear we stood strong, with hearts of steel where we belong. The dawn of freedom in our sight, we fought with courage, with all our might. At Marathon we made our stand, against the tide we held our land. With sword and shield we faced the fight, for Greece, for glory, for the light. From Athens' gates our warriors came, to meet the foe, to stake our claim. With every step the battle near, a clash of empires loud and clear. But in the face of fear we stood strong, with hearts of steel where we belong. The dawn of freedom in our sight, we fought with courage, with all our might. At Marathon we made our stand, against the tide we held our land. With sword and shield we faced the fight, for Greece, for glory, for the light. The ground did tremble, the skies did roar, as heroes rose in the midst of war. With spears held high and banners raised, in history's light their deeds will blaze. With every strike, with every cry,